Welcome, everyone. We'll wait just a few moments before we formally begin, but I'm happy to be here with you. So I want to begin by expressing my deep, deep gratitude to Rinpoche and to everyone who makes Cyber Sangha possible, especially all those working behind the scenes. Just want to call out Polly, who has encouraged me to do these sessions and who's always there behind the scenes. So thank you, Polly, and thank you to everyone else as well. And to welcome all of you who are here. Many of you have been following Rinpoche's teachings for a long time, coming to the full moon practices on Cyber Sangha that have been offered for many years now. And some of you may be joining more recently, so welcome all of you. During these full moon meditations, we've been guided to connect with inner refuge, what Rinpoche teaches us in so many different ways, always coming back to the protection of inner refuge and how when we can feel that protection and support, we can really open to all of life, to embrace the joys and the challenges. The mindfulness meditations that I've been guiding, this is our third one here on Cyber Sangha on Facebook Live, are meant to be a support for the inner refuge practices. And there are actually many ways to talk about mindfulness. The definition that I find very helpful from John Kabat-Zinn is that it's the awareness that comes from paying attention on purpose in the present moment with particular attitudes, non-judgment, not striving, more a sense of curiosity, kindness, and warmth. And this awareness, that's mindfulness, is our innate capacity, something that we all have. And you may have noticed we're not always present and aware. We're often disconnected, kind of caught in worries about the future, ruminating about the past, or really caught more in judgment, wanting things to be other than they are. So mindfulness practices are ways to strengthen our capacity to be present, to be more open. These practices are about training our mind and specifically our attention, as well as cultivating attitudes that support us. And there are many different, what we might call formal mindfulness practices or meditations. In our first session, the formal practice that we did is often called the body scan meditation, where we brought a curious, kind attention into the body, just moving attention through the body, simply being with whatever the sensations are. In our second practice, we brought this curious, kind attention to sensations of breathing. This practice is often called mindfulness of breath or awareness of breath practice. And with all of the formal mindfulness practices, the key instruction is that we intentionally choose to be present, whether it's with body sensations, breath, or something else. And each time we notice that attention wandered away, or that we became distracted, kind of caught in this virtual world created by thoughts, knowing that moment of noticing as a moment of mindfulness, that we're actually present because we became aware. And without judging, without getting impatient, just gently bringing the attention back to whatever we chose to be the anchor for attention. And seeing this act of bringing the attention back again and again as the practice that strengthens our capacity to be present. So in today's practice, I thought I would guide expanding awareness practice, where we'll begin by paying attention to the breath, open up, expand to a sense of the body, and then expand beyond the body, just bringing attention to listening, receiving sounds, receiving silence. So just take a moment to sense into your posture and adjust your posture in any way that may be helpful. Perhaps allowing the eyes to close if that's comfortable for you, or just a soft downward gaze. And beginning by really sensing the posture that you're in. Allowing attention to come more and more fully into the sense of the body. Keeping in mind that attitude of non-judgment, curiosity, what it actually feels like. And feel free to make any adjustments, maybe just a micro adjustment to the posture, so that you can be as much at ease as possible and at the same time feel awake, aware. And perhaps noticing the contact that your body's making with the support beneath. Really take in that there is a physical support right now holding you, so that maybe you don't need to be holding quite so hard. Inviting the body to let go of any holding that's not needed, but offering it just as an invitation. We don't have to demand anything has to happen. Sometimes the body's able to take us up on these invitations. A little more softening, releasing can happen, and sometimes not. And with mindfulness, we can really just stay open to whatever the experience is. And then becoming aware that you are breathing. With mindfulness, you don't actually have to change the breath in any way. But if it's helpful to take a few slow, deep, gentle breaths, allowing each exhalation to continue to bring in that invitation towards releasing, letting go. And then as you're ready, letting go of even that effort to let go, and allow the breath to just find its full, natural rhythm. So not needing to control the breath, not even needing to think about the breath, as much as feeling and sensing the breath. Wherever in the body you can feel it most easily. Sometimes it may be the movement of air through the nostrils. At other times you may be able to sense the breath more with the movement of the chest, or the rising and falling of the belly. Or it may even be a sense of the whole body breathing. Doesn't really matter where, but wherever you are feeling the sensations of breathing most easily, most vividly, you just gently place your attention right there. And just receive the breath as it comes and goes, sensing each in-breath and each out-breath. And allowing the touch of attention to be gentle, light. You don't have to put in a lot of effort here. This is not so much about trying really hard to concentrate, as much as it is about letting attention rest. We're giving attention something to rest with. The sensations of breathing. And you can allow everything else to come and go. Other body sensations, sounds, thoughts, emotions, nothing you have to push away. And in this moment, nothing else you need to engage with. Allowing yourself to just be very simply with the feeling of the breath. So the sensations of breathing are what's more at the center of attention. Everything else allowed to come and go, but everything more in the periphery. And whenever you notice attention was carried away, maybe caught up in thinking, as soon as you notice that, you're actually present. So appreciating those moments of awareness as they arise, without judging, without getting impatient, gently, kindly bringing the attention back to the sensations of breathing already happening in the moment. Noticing if you're coming back to an in-breath or an out-breath, and just beginning again to simply rest in presence, breath by breath. And bringing that attitude of curiosity to the sensations of breathing. Not needing them to be any particular way, but noticing when the breath is long, when it's short, when it's subtle, when it's deep. Becoming more intimate with these sensations of breathing. Letting go for now of judgment, worry, the to-do list. And just one breath at a time, allowing yourself to just be. And as you're ready, gently expanding attention from the sensations of breathing to a sense of the whole body, opening up now to any and all sensations. In addition to sensations of breathing, you may be aware of sensations of contact, of temperature, maybe sensations associated with digestion, hunger, fullness, of tightness, ease, pressure. You may also notice the more subtle sensations, pulsing, tingling, sensing the movement of energy in the body. And as much as possible, letting go of judgments if they arise. And if you are noticing judgments or worries or thoughts about these sensations, see if you could just label that as worry, judgment, thought, and come into the direct experience, what these felt sensations are actually like. If we can drop beneath judgment, worry, or even the concept. And the touch of attention again is light, gentle, not needing to control the experience. Sometimes it may be a sense of the entire body. Sometimes a particular region of the body may light up in awareness. Just being with the flow of sensations, moment by moment. And you can let everything else come and go. Sounds, thoughts, emotions. Nothing you have to try to exclude. And also nothing else you need to engage with right now. might notice how we like some sensations, dislike other sensations, and seeing if for now you can just allow sensations to be as they are. Letting these felt sensations in the body as a whole be what attention can rest with. This is now the anchor for attention. And letting everything else, all the sounds, thoughts, emotions, just come and go like clouds moving across the sky. And anytime you notice that some thought cloud had carried attention away, as soon as you notice, you are present. And then any sensation of the body can serve as the gateway back to fully connecting. And when attention is with sensations of the body, it's not much you have to do other than to just rest in this awareness, just moment by moment. Resting in this embodied presence. And as you're ready, slowly beginning to expand your attention beyond the sense of the body. Just becoming aware of the space around you, even if your eyes are closed. Maybe feeling the touch of air against the skin and opening to receive all the sounds traveling through the air. Knowing that with listening, there's nothing you really have to do. Sounds are just known by awareness. So not having to seek out sounds, but just allowing yourself to rest back and receive sounds as they arise out of silence, dissolve into silence. And resting in the silences between sounds, the silence underneath all sound. So allowing listening now to be the anchor for attention. And if you do find yourself searching for sounds, just notice that and allow yourself to kind of sit back, metaphorically, maybe even literally, sit back a bit more and just receive sound vibrations meeting the ear and the silence that's around, underneath all sound. And resting in this receptive awareness. And anytime you notice attention was caught up, maybe in the virtual world generated by thinking, as soon as you recognize that, you are present. And now you can just open through the doorway of listening, opening more fully into this moment. And resting in this awareness that does not require much effort. So you can allow all the thoughts, emotions to come and go. There's nothing you have to get rid of, and also nothing you need to engage with right now. And just allowing yourself to Just simply being present and resting in this awareness of being. And as this meditation comes to a close, knowing that at any time during the day, you can connect through the feeling of the breath or the body or opening to sound. Connect with yourself, connect with presence. Just receiving now the sounds of the bell. Thank you for being here. I hope to see you at the next session, and also the full moon practices. All the information is, there's information on the chat right now. Thank you, Polly, and also on Cyber Sangha. Thank you, everyone, so much. Take the best of care and be well.